Hey, time for another collection video. This time my PC Engine games. Now the PC Engine hardware itself, or TurboGrafx 16 as it's known in the United States, it's a bit of a mess. There are so many different versions and hookups and stuff like that that I'll have to make another video for explaining those, but this is just for the games. The PC Engine is really the best known for its shoot 'em ups and maybe action games in general. There are some of the best 2D shoot 'em ups there is on the planet, just for the PC Engine, and really a big host of side-scrolling action games as well. So really hardcore game fans dream the PC Engine. As you can see, I only have here a small batch of games. I plan to buy a lot more, but this is just the beginning. I haven't had the machine for so long. The PC Engine is it's funny. It has the card games come in these credit card sized cards, and also if you have the right machines, right hardware, you can play also the CD games. Let's start here with Bomberman. Especially on the PC Engine, Bomberman was, well, the bomb. If you had a multi-tap and enough controllers, up to 5 players could play. Now, while it isn't as cool as Bomberman on the Sega Saturn, which supports up to 10 players of Bomberman action, 5 players in this day and age was a really big deal. And Bomberman, you can't go wrong with that. There was also, what's this called in English? Bomberman Panic Bomber. Well, this is actually a puzzle game, not a classic Bomberman game. Dungeon Master, Theros Quest. Now all of these games are Japanese, as well as this one, but this is basically a traditional Dungeon Master gameplay. Really like it. I bought this just because I like the original one. This is a different game, and without Japanese you can't really understand all of it, but a good dungeon crawl is always a good dungeon crawl, no matter which way you look at it. Can I pronounce it? Kyoko Tiger, something like that. One of the nicest shoot 'em ups there is for the PC Engine. New Zealand Story. This is actually one of the best 2D platformers there is outside Nintendo and Sega. It's really endearing. You play this little bird which has had his brothers and sisters taken away by a big walrus. Yeah, a bit trippy, but an excellent platforming game. Rakesamber 3. There was also number 2 made for the PC Engine, but I don't have it yet. This is actually one of the more expensive games for the machine, even though the most expensive games can run up to $1,000. And that is a shoot 'em up, Darius Alpha, quite rare promo game. Rakesamber 3, actually this was a bit of a letdown after all the good things I've heard about it, and after the money I paid for it. The music is really non-inspiring, and the gameplay is it's okay. It's not. This is not a game that you should be splashing for when you first get your PC Engine. There are tons of other much cheaper shoot 'em ups, but this does have excellent graphics, and this is a much loved game, so had to get it. R-Type 1. Well, actually, this here, even though it has the number 1 here, this is half of the first R-Type. The R-Type was released in 2 parts, into 2 different hue cards, and you know, you can play the first 4 levels in this game and the last 4 levels in the second one. It was released in its entirety on CD. But you know, R-Type, one of the best horizontal shooters there is. Space Harrier, classic Sega arcade action. Super Darius. I really like the Darius games. They are horizontal shooters, but they are quite unique in their theme, with the fishes and octopuses and all sorts of underwater things, even though they are mechanical spaceships, but you know, it has a nice feel to it. Super Star Soldier, a vertical shooter, and a top-notch one at that. There were many Star Soldier games for the PC Engine, and this is one of the cheapest. You know, there are tons of great games that you can buy. You can buy for little money, so get into it. Then we have some role-playing, Wise or Ease, or how do you pronounce it? We have 1 and 2, 3 and 4 Dawn of Wise here. Now I can't read Japanese, so these are strictly collection pieces. But you know, it is a nice proof that there was more than just shoot 'em ups and action games on the PC Engine. Some nice role-playing games as well. And finally, the best game, probably the best game there is for the PC Engine, Castlevania Dracula X, Rondo of Blood, if I remember correctly, how it's translated. Now, this is a true testament of the PC Engine's power. You know, it put, well, most people compare that the Super Nintendo port of this game is no good, but actually they shouldn't be making that comparison. They are 2 very different games, even though there are some similarities. But you know, this is better in any way because it's different in almost any way. But you know, the graphics are fantastic. There are tons of action on screen. The music is absolutely fabulous, courtesy of the CD-ROM technology here. And well, for years this was a PC Engine exclusive until they remade it for the PSP. You really should get it. This isn't as much of an adventure game as the Symphony of the Night and all later Castlevanias. This is more in the vein of the traditional platforming action games, like the previous Castlevanias, but as such they are really, this is as good as it gets. You know, there are still secrets and alternative routes to take, huge bosses, beautiful in any way. Well, like I said, there are tons of absolutely fantastic shoot 'em up games for the PC Engine, and actually I only have a select few right here. But I just thought that I'd buy some RPG games and adventure games and a puzzle game and a Bomberman game, just so that I get the full spectrum. But when I will be buying more games for the system, they will be most likely solely be shoot 'em up games. But you know, it's cool. It's a cool system. You really should get into it. A lot of hardcore games for it. Well, thanks for watching again. See you next time. Bye.